Now we're going to be talking about HTML coding. First, I want you to open Notepad++, and we're just going to immediately save even a blank document as an HTML file. So I'm going to do File, Save As. And for this assignment, we're going to index.html. And again, we're going to make sure to save this as an HTML file. So where it says Save As Type, we're going to click on the down arrow. And in the selection box, we're going to click on Hypertext Markup Language. And then go ahead and save. So now right away we'll have, as we type, all the tags highlighted immediately. And as with any HTML document, the very first tag you open up is HTML. And again, HTML is surrounded by a less than and greater than sign. That's how we open and close the tags. This is the one that actually opens and creates it as an HTML document. We're also going to put in a head section, and for this one now I'm going to start indenting. We're going a little beyond the basics from the first time I showed you some of these HTML. I did that really quick just to get you into the program. Now, just to make it a little more organized, if we indent properly, it makes it a lot easier to follow the document. So, in the head, I am then going to go and put a title. And there's a lot of different things you can put in the head section. Right now, we're not going to worry about some of the other options. We're just going to stick with the title for this one. And for this title, we're just going to call it My First Web Page. And again, every tag, when you open it, you need to close it. Since my title is done, I'm going to close it. And the closing of a tag is the exact same command as the opening of the tag, except for you add a / before the text. So I've got title, and then I've got title with a /. Notice when you have this saved as an HTML document, if I highlight one of the tags in the pair, it automatically highlights the other one for me. Again, it's another little tool that helps us make sure that we're doing everything right. Alright, then since that's the only thing I'm going to have in the body, I'm going to go in and I'm going to close the head as well. Alright, and then we're going to create a body for my first document here. So I'm going to open up the body section. Now, we're not going to put a lot of text in here, but for what we are going to do, let's start with a first level header in here, and so that's going to be an H1. Now, there are multiple levels. It actually goes from H1 to H6, and the top level header is going to be an H1, so that's what we're going to use. And we're just going to say, welcome to my IST 140 web page. Oops. Jumped a little on me. Okay. That's all I'm going to have for the header in my button. So for the first level header, I'm going to close it right back out. Now you'll also notice that I'm not putting this on separate lines as I did in the first example. Again, this makes it a little clear when it's something short like the title, like the header. You close it and open it on the same line, makes it easier to see. All right. I'm also going to add a paragraph, and for a paragraph, you just put a P, and we're going to say, welcome to my IST 140 web page again. And on this page, I will be presenting links and information about various Web 2.0 tools. So just a small narrative here to get us started on this first page. And when I'm done here, I'm also going to close out the paragraph. So just as I open it, it's just a P with a slash in front of it. And then I'm going to come back and close out the body. And that's all I'm going to have on this. So I'm also going to go back and close out the HTML tag. Alright, and you can always do a quick check. Make sure all your tags are paired off and closed properly. Again, depending on the size of your window, you notice that mine kind of scrolled off for the paragraph because I'm not using a full window, but you can go back and forth if need be. And go through all this. I'm showing you that you can to make sure that you've got all your paired tags with the open and close and you're not forgetting anything. Go ahead and save again. Okay, now again, you can always go back in and edit and add to this as much as you want. If you're going to use other headers, we've already used a level 1 header, the H1. You can use the levels 1 through 6 as many times as you want, but it's recommended that you only use the H1 once. It is a top level header, and it actually is more attractive just to keep one of that level this way. So now that you've saved it, let's take a look at it again. We're just going to run, and you can launch it in Firefox. Just take a second to get that up on the screen. And there it is. And if you look up at the tab, you can see in the tab it says My First Web Page. That's your title in there. And you've got your first level header, Welcome to my IST 140 web page, and your paragraph. Welcome to my IST 140 web page. And notice I have a little bit of a typo in there, so I can always switch back. And I'm going to go back in there and get my B back in there for web. I will have to resave it and rerun it to launch it in Firefox. And there you can see my corrected version. So again, we're just learning a couple of the new tools. We're going to be building on this as our beginning. Now I want you to do this on your own. So create your own index.html page, and when you're done, you upload it. You upload that document into the Dropbox for this module.